The Yankees offseason post Juan Soto has gone really well to this point, but there's a lot of people out there that have a feeling this team needs one more impact bat outside of Bellinger and Goldschmidt to really make this lineup formidable and competitive against a team like Los Angeles. But is that really true? What's going on, guys? The King of 161st Gen. I'm back in another video, and there's two names that a lot of people are bringing up. One name was brought up early on in the offseason, has kind of settled down, and his name is Alex Bregman. Still a free agent, did not get in on the frenzy that happened a couple weeks ago, and I think there is a reason for that. But let's just look at what Bregman would bring to this team. Bregman last season, coming off of his weakest of the last three, still bringing in a 118 OPS plus. This is a guy who, as an impact bat, would bring a ton to this team. It would move Jazz to his primary position of second base and really solidify this lineup. But there's a lot of talk about this team being old. Even though right now, Alex Bregman is 30, so he's not old yet. He is asking for 6 to 7 years. The back end of that contract may look a little bit bleak. And also him being more of a pull hitter as a right-handed bat. I don't know how well his bat will translate to Yankee Stadium, knowing that he does use the Crawford boxes in Houston a pretty fair amount. His bat may not translate the best, but overall he is an impact bat. Being that old, and also we have to talk about the fact that there's a reason he is still a free agent. Scott Boras is his manager, and yes, Boras got his bag with Juan Soto. $765 million will turn into $805. Boras got paid, but he's looking for more. He has Pete Alonso, who still hasn't been signed, and he still has Alex Bregman. I don't think all offseason Boras has been very genuine with what he believes Alex Bregman's value actually is. He was saying early on in the offseason he wanted something around the 300 million mark. Alex Bregman, yes, an impact bat that is coming off of World Series pedigree. He is not a $300 million bat. And even though he may have tempered down those expectations, I still believe he is being a hard ass when it comes to negotiating what Alex Bregman's value actually is. And I don't know if the Yankees want to participate in argument whether he's going to get 200 something million dollars, because he's just not worth that. Let's just be honest. And then there's a second name that has been brought up now that Bregman's name has calmed down. His name has been brought up a little bit more, and it would be via trade, and that is Carlos Correa. Two former Astros, two former cheaters. But again, not putting that aside, because we do still want to win, Carlos Correa's bat will always be one of the best bats in baseball. He has one of the smoother swings you'll see. But what was the big problem when he made it to free agency in 2022? His injury, his leg. That's why he signed to San Francisco. Then they let him go. Then he signed to the Mets. Then they let him go. And then the Twins thought they were holier than thou and brought him in. Well, what has he dealt with over the past couple years? Injuries, injuries, injuries. The same injuries that these two other teams told you do not buy into. This leg does not look good. If I'm the Yankees, I don't know if I want to buy into Carlos Correa's injury history and really give him years upon years to build up these injuries. Yes, he would be a great third baseman. His bat would play really well in Yankee Stadium. I just don't know how long he's going to be on the field. And having him as an A option and being one of the guys that we need to perform an impact bat, he's unreliable. The Yankees already get shit for how much their players get injured. Do we really want to add another one of those players to the fold? My answer would be no. But then that tells you, where do you go from here? Because they've already said they're not getting a guy like Gleyber Torres. They already said they're out on Nolan Arenado. They already traded for Devin Williams, which traded away their AAA option in Caleb Durbin. Who's going to be playing in the infield for the Yankees in 2025? Now, there's a couple options here the Yankees can go to, all internal. They can go to the switch hitting, which shouldn't be switch hitting, utility player in Oswaldo Cabrera. The problem with Oswaldo is consistency when he does get consistent playing time. Oswaldo's best trait is that he can play anywhere at any time. You need him to play third base one day, he can play that. You need him to play second another day, he can do that. Oh, you need him in a corner outfield spot, he's got you. That's where Oswaldo's value shines. It does not shine when he gets consistent burn at a singular position. Coming in off of last season when he had an 87 OPS plus, that's not going to cut it playing in the Bronx. I don't know if Oswaldo would be the best option to come in and start. His best trait is being almost the 10th man. Then you got an option that all Yankees fans are going to groan at, and that is DJ LeMahieu. DJ is very old at this point. If he's able to turn back the clock one more time, the bat-to-ball skills will be there. If he can get back to his approach, where he could stay on his back leg, go the other way, and really sort of kill pitchers with 1,000 paper cuts, he can be an impact bat. But we've tried it over and over again, and I don't think he has it anymore. So here's where the third option would come in, and this is a little bit of an X factor I don't think anyone's really talking about right now. The Yankees have a kid in the minor league who they traded Trey Sweeney and Victor Gonzalez from LA, and his name is Jorbit Vivas. Jorbit Vivas is projected to be in the major leagues by 2025. Some people may have concerns by the fact that he was called up to AAA last season, and he didn't put up the most dazzling numbers. The Yankees' number 17 prospect got this status because of his bat-to-ball skill. If you look at how scouts graded him, they graded him as a 55 bat. Now, if you're not used to scouting grades in baseball, grades usually go up to 6, and they go in intervals of 5. So saying that he's a 55 bat means he is well above average, almost close to maximum grade bat, because he puts bat to ball and he doesn't strike out. No, he will not be a third baseman. The Dodgers tried it, didn't really work out. So he'd most likely come in and play second base. But if the Yankees did not like any of the options that are left, meaning Bregman, Correa, Ha-Seong Kim, any of these names, if they do not like any of those guys, inviting Jorbit Vivas to spring training and just seeing what happens could possibly turn into a huge plus for the Yankees. One, it makes them younger. Jorbit coming in at only 23 years old brings another left-handed bat to the fold. He may not bring a ton of power, but what he would bring is a guy who's able to get on base, who's able to put the ball in play. I'm not saying this is the number one best option that the Yankees do have, because yes, Alex Bregman is an impact bat that has been doing it a while. If we're talking about best overall players to bring in, Alex Bregman is probably number 1. Carlos Correa would probably be number 2. Ha-Seong Kim would probably be number 3. And then Gleyber Torres would be somewhere in the middle. But I would not be shocked if Brian Cashman looks at this lineup and says he can afford to try and develop a kid like Jorbit Vivas at the major league level. There's a chance that because he did struggle at times last season, they're going to give him half the year. So they may still have to go with one of these free agent guys. Do not doubt that the Yankees could give Jorbit Vivas an opportunity come 2025. And I also don't think this is that bad of an idea. The Yankees have tried to turn over a new leaf, get in the younger generation. Jason Dominguez is going to be in the outfield. Anthony Volpe is coming off of an up and down 2024. Jazz Chisholm is going to develop with these guys, being only in his mid-20s. Ben Rice is most likely going to get split time a Hall of Famer in Paul Goldschmidt. Maybe adding another young guy to the fold like they would have done with Caleb Durbin had the Devin Williams trade not happened is possibly the best option that they have. But I want you to tell me what you think. Do you think the Yankees should get a Bregman or Correa? Do you think they should go more middle level and mend things with Torres or get Ha-Seong Kim? Do you think they should go prospect, bring up Jorbit Vivas? Let me know down below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I really wonder where the Yankees are going to go with this infield spot, because it is interesting that things have gone quiet. But I'll keep you updated as soon as I hear things. I'm out of here. Take care and peace.